What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Gavin from @JLG Squared, and today I'll be showing you guys how to change out your brake pads on your Talaria MX-5. Changing your brake pads is pretty simple. All you'll need is an Allen wrench, your brake pads, and a paper towel to just wipe down your caliper and your rotor once the pads are off. Step one is to locate these two screws. All you have to do is screw them out, and then I'll meet you guys back here once you complete that part. Step two, once you have your screw out, make sure not to lose that little washer. It probably looks like a small, not very important piece, but this will make sure you don't over tighten your caliper once you put it back on. So once you have both your screws, put them somewhere safe where they will not roll away or you will lose them. For the next step, you can just remove your caliper, lifting it straight up. Make sure to be gentle with your rotor as well as the brake cord, just not leaving it anywhere tight where it will get pinched or damaged. Then once you do that, locate this little pin right here at the top, and all you'll do is just slide this piece out by pushing it towards yourself. There you go. Make sure you put that somewhere where it will not get lost, or else you will have a very bad day. And now you can just push down on this little piece, and it should come right out. After that, you will see this little metal piece right here. That is what is right now holding your current brake pads in, and all you have to do is just pull that straight out and put that somewhere. Be careful that your brake pads already in don't fall, but they should just come right out with no issue. So I'm just working on that second one. Boom, right there. You can probably tell that these probably still had a fair amount of life in them. If you've been a part of this channel, you know I recently picked up this bike, and I got this bike in a condition where it does not have a front brake. So well as that, replacing the front assembly, I was like, might as well replace these pads. So these might be good to keep as an emergency pair, but you can never change your brake pads too often. These you'll go through every maybe 500 miles. So it's always better safe than sorry, because your brakes are one thing that you don't want to wait too long for, because you wait too long and then you can't stop, you get in an accident. So always with your brakes, change them too often rather than not often enough. Now that you have your caliper off the bike, you want to look in and make sure that the two, I think pistons, but you want to make sure that they are flush inside. So you can see at the bottom and the top, they're kind of raised. All you can do is just take your Allen key, put it in like that, and then you'll push upwards towards the outside of the caliper just to push them back into spot. Make sure not to do this with anything sharp or push too hard, or else you risk damaging your caliper, and at that point you'll just need a new one. So I'll meet you guys once your pistons are pushed back into the correct position. So what you want to do next, once you have your old pads out, you'll take this metal clip that's previously on your pads, and you will just find your new pads, and you see these two little like hands right there. They'll go right over the top of your new pads like so. So then you'll take your second pad and like that. That's how it should look from the side. And then you will put those right in to the top of the caliper, and you want to line up that hole with these holes right there, which doesn't have to go in perfectly, but you'll just have to make sure when you put your pin through that it all lines up. So I'll go ahead and throw these in. So like so, you can see it's all lined up, but then we'll just take a little finesse to throw that pin back into the hole. Perfect. So just like that, you'll find this clip thing and just put it right back through the hole like it was before you took it out. So just like that. I actually think it's supposed to be in the middle. Perfect. So as long as it feels snug and you won't have to worry about these coming out while you're riding. Next step would be you'll locate these two holes for the screws, line them up with the two on your bike, and you'll just slip it right on top of your rotor. So you want to do your best, and I'm going to take a second flashlight just to line it up over perfectly, just so we're not scuffing the rotor like crazy. It should fit on fine. Just make sure those holes are lined up, and then just put those screws back in, and I'll show you guys how to test to make sure that they're working fine after put those screws back in. I'll meet you guys back here. Hey guys, so I'm back on another day. Just because as I was editing the clips, I realized that a few of the clips near the end didn't have audio, just weird glitch with the mic. So rather than trying to figure out how to talk over that, I just wanted to come back, refilm a few things. So firstly, I had to go to a local bike shop to get my caliper looked at. The pistons were not going back. So it happens. I don't know, I think it's pretty random. The previous owner kind of threw this bike around. So it could have came just from misuse. It was easy, they didn't even charge me anything. So big thank you to those guys over there. Once you have it on and everything put back together, the ways to test to make sure that your caliper is working again fine and that your brake pads aren't rubbing, just go ahead and throw your bike up on a jack stand, or if you don't have that, you could use a bucket, which is what I use for my bike and what I'm sitting on right now. But just so that rear wheel is elevated. So when you put it in eco and just twist the throttle barely, just enough to get that wheel moving, and you'll know if your brake is rubbing. Like, it's pretty easy to tell. Sometimes it'll be smoking if the brake's rubbing as you're using the throttle. But you just want to be able to let off that throttle and that wheel to be able to slow down on its own. Then, as long as that checks out, do that again, where you just give it a little bit of throttle, let go, but this time engage your brake, the rear brake, just to make sure that not just that your brake pads are not rubbing, but that your brakes are, more importantly, actually working. So at any point, if something's not working with your bike, don't worry about taking it to a mechanic or anything. Most bike shops can work on these brakes. It's not super different from mountain bike brakes. So luckily I have one within 10 minutes of my house. Super easy, quick fix. But that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video of some just quick maintenance that a lot of people can really overthink and get worried about, but it's pretty simple. Most things when working on a bike are. So if you like this style of content, please make sure to subscribe, because I still have a lot more I need to get done with this bike, including putting the entire front brake together. So that's caliper, hose, and blanking on the word, but the actual part like the brake hand, I don't know. But getting that all put together and put on this front wheel. Also fixing the left foot peg bracket, as that part of the frame is cracked. And a few other cosmetic things. Just this bike got it used 500 miles and it was just treated so poorly. So just really souping this bike up, cleaning it up, and just making it ready to get back out on the road. But yeah, like I said, enjoy this content, you want to stick around, please make sure to subscribe. Hit that like just to let me know that this is a style of content you are interested in. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please be sure to drop them in the comment section down below. I'll do my best to respond to each and every one of you. But that's it for today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have a great day, and God bless.